Hello, everyone. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we have another Link to the Past, No Major Glitches League Season 3 race. This is Doomtap versus Eri in the Tower of Hera Division Round 1. Today on commentary, we have Ray and Bitey, and they will take it from here.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Thanks, Ray, for joining me.
Yeah, hello. Thank you for having me, I guess.
First time commentating with the legend Ray. Looking forward to it.
First, for me, it's a first time commentating in English, so
Wow. I appreciate anyone that can speak more than one language because I certainly can't. So we'll give you
well,
we'll go easy on you.
only because I'm commentating in English. It's not like I can speak English.
Well, I appreciate the effort. I've always wanted to be able to speak another language. I can speak a tiny bit of French, but I speak Scottish, which is basically English but not talking properly.
So you just drink something and
Yeah,
you're
pretty much.
Scottish.
So we have the two 123 legends themselves, the two top tier runners of the NMG League facing off here. We have I love Zelda for Eri. We know he likes Zelda. Doom doesn't like Zelda very much. He likes Mario though, according to his text. So
They're pretty synced, actually.
yeah, it was nice to get a good start. A good start. Obviously, we're seeing it synchronized on our side, but not always on the stream. So, but it looks like we got a pretty decent start here. Escape is, as we all know, it's the most exciting part of A Link to the Past. Anyone who disagrees is just wrong, because we get to do lots of pumping, and we know Ray is known as the machine gun pumper. Tell us about machine gun pumping, Ray.
Yeah, I love pumping. Yeah, yeah. As you said, like the both best runners of the league, I guess. Yeah, and the RNG actually put them together because it was like random which one is facing which, and we had 8 people per division, if I'm right.
Yeah, 8 per division. I think there's 3 sets, and then there's also 4 as well at the bottom. And they're going to be doing some round robin races as well. So I think there's about 28 in total. So yeah, getting underway here. Fair warning. I like to. I don't mean anything against the runners. I just I like to commentate exactly what I see. You know, if I see any kind of minor mistakes, I always like to kind of point them out. I am by no means better than any of these runners, but at this level, 123 level, it's the small things that really matter. And obviously, a lot of people might not catch a few things, so I always like to point out little minor kind of mistakes that I see along the way, just for educational purposes and to see sometimes where the gaps start to come in the race. Very instinct here.
I think that's always a good thing to point them out. I mean, yes, we won't see very much of failures, I guess, but we will see some differences in RNG. Also, this is something we can good pointing out. It's just yeah, it's always nice to see how it's getting solved by the runners.
Yeah, and they're both going to be very similar in the way that they handle the strats. It's just going to be the execution and maybe some RNG that's going to set them apart. I always think that it's always really good to educate. Like, I always learn something when I watch this game, and I think it's great to just educate everyone and educate myself on what's happening in the race, because like I said, every time I watch something, if I pay attention to the races, I really can always learn something out of it. So that's always the neat thing about these races. No real issues there with ball and chain so far. Doomtap had to boom the green guard on the way out. And I think Eri just had a slightly faster fight. I think Doom had to move just a little bit more, but other than that, probably just about 1 second between them so far. Again, most of this stuff, just real basic movement. Don't nudge the doors. Pump where you can. Pumping basically is resetting Link's walking animation. So when you're walking left and up, you don't really see it, but they will be smashing the up or the left button very, very hard and very, very fast to try and basically make Link walk faster. You actually don't really see it too much here, but you will see it in water rooms, in the sewer rooms. You'll actually see Link speed up a little bit, and also on stair sets you'll see the double pumping. So when we're talking about pumping, it's not something rude. It's actually a game mechanic. So.
I mean, actually, it works in both directions, but the big difference is that how Link's walking, he's walking differently when he walks up and down and left and right. So pumping only is only good when you are walking up or left. In case of walking down or right and pumping, you would slow yourself down. That's why we don't pump on these directions.
Yeah, you'll see it coming into play here. You see them. I like to call it like the shuffle for people that don't really. If you're new to the game and you just play casually and you see, oh, he got that. Oh, I was a little scared there. Sometimes that coin can stop the key, but he actually threw it before the coin dropped and actually picked the coin up on the way back there. So that can sometimes screw you up a little bit if the coin drops just in front of the key and you pick the coin up. But it looks like he recognized that. Oh, throwing the boom! I actually haven't seen anyone do that before. That was interesting. On Doomtap's side there.
Yeah, Doomtap does it always, as I've seen that. He throws it right away, normally. Eri with a slightly better escape. Doomtap had some problems with the key red.
Also, Doomtap splits on the door. This is, I mean, sometimes it's right and wrong, and this is just simply wrong. You can't do this in A Link to the Past. It's not good. But yeah, like all of us are struggling to get 50s, 51s, and Eri does a 49 with his eyes closed. No surprises there. Getting into the Eastern Palace. Again, Eastern Palace is again, and I don't know, like a lot of people think Escape and Eastern, we have to do it quite a lot, but I don't know, I find them very, very interesting segments. They're actually some of my favorite segments sometimes. There's a lot of, it's a very basic technical, movement. It's all about clean movement, pumping, RNG manipulation. So that's all Eastern Escape has, and for some people they find it a little bit boring, but I actually find it quite exciting. So
yeah, I have the same view as you. Eastern and Escape. They show like is your movement good? You can show it there, and yeah. Also, we've seen from both runners picking the Sank card. This actually, how you say that, safety hard for the run. Normally they wouldn't get it because it costs like a little bit more than 3 seconds, I guess. I'm not totally sure, but it's about 3 seconds to lose there.
Yeah, it's a very, very good safety. Most runners will pick it up. There's a few that elect not to. Sometimes it can depend on how escape went as well. If you're leaving with, one heart, then going into the overworld with one heart's never
Mm.
fun. You're basically one hit KO at that point. But races, it does kind of make sense. It gives you that kind of safety
Absolutely.
guard. So Eri just being ahead just a little bit here. Hasn't really run into much. He actually got hit on the overworld area. He got hit by the rock that got thrown out. Doomtap hasn't got hit yet, so might have gained a little bit of time on the overworld. But other than that, like I said, we expect it to be very, very, very close until we sort of get into the later part of Desert and Hera, and then we might start to see some of the RNG and some of the more input heavier boss fights starting then.
Yeah, probably we will already see a little bit of difference in Len Mola's fight. Also, it depends on RNG there. Yeah.
Coming into the big chest room here. Some slight RNG with the Stavos that they have to watch for here. You can go left or right. We'll see if Eri likes to go left or right here. He does. I just found out actually that left is actually about 2 frames faster than right. I always thought it was even. But I tested it the other day, and after I was being told, and going left side is actually faster, I believe, in most cases, by a very small amount of frames. But obviously you want to give yourself the best RNG, because stopping to slash or having to move for the Stalfos is going to be a lot slower. So ZGR here coming up for Eri. One of the first probably RNG rooms that you have to deal with.
Nice
Very, very
RNG.
nice. Doomtap getting pretty good RNG as well.
For both
Ooh,
RNG.
wow, that's
Ooh.
not common there from Eri to make that mistake. That's going to tie things up.
Yeah, that's like a 6 seconds loss, and they were like 6 seconds apart from each other. So, yeah. Ooh.
Eri went for the user here, and yeah, he's not going to be happy with that.
Well,
I'm sure. That's unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate.
But it happens, so that will put Doomtap into the leads. Probably gives him about 10:52 there on his side versus Eri's 10:55. So clawing back some time there. Doomtap will take a 3-second lead. Not that that's a huge time gap, but it is kind of hard to lose a lot of time. That's kind of the thing. Like, yeah, like it kind of looks a lot, but really in terms of what you can lose later on, it's not that bad. Taking a couple hits on the fight on Armos or losing that, it's nothing compared to getting a 5 or a 6 cycle on Lanmo, right?
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
What I'm saying is, if you're going to lose time, it's usually good to lose time in Escape in Eastern because losing time in GT is a whole different story. It's easily below 20-30 seconds in the later splits.
Yeah, I mean it's so easy actually in GT to lose time. Getting rough RNG and you already lost like 2 seconds without doing anything wrong. Yeah.
So as we're talking about the first parts of the splits, I also think the Desert is a fantastic split. It's actually, in my opinion, one of the best splits for newcomers to actually work on because there's a lot of dashing. And if you watch these guys, they are what I call really tight dashers. They're almost instantly dashing. If you watch the screen transitions, if you watch how they do dash cancels, it's almost instantaneous. And this is one of the best places to work on your dashing. It's right after basically the best part of working on your movement. So the first 3 splits are paramount to really getting good at the game. That's why Master Sword, I think, is a really good introductory to the game.
Yeah, I think the a big problem of beginners is actually dashing like right. maximizing your dash. It's almost a big thing. So yeah, you're right there, and you can't learn it here.
NMG there's some random parts to it. For the most part, it's basically learning different strats and learning how to deal with different rooms. But mostly it is execution. But there is parts of RNG which we'll come to later on. There's 2 major RNG events, and there are more. I get it, but there's 2 major ones in the game that can basically flip your time by about 1.5 minutes. And depending on the RNG that you get. But other than that, it's mostly just execution. And that can be proven by people that can get consistent times, no matter what skill level you are. And I think that as you get down in times like these guys, it's being able to not get to handle the RNGs better. That's what makes you a very, very good player is not getting hit and being able to deal with bad RNGs and rooms. And not having it waste 1,000,000 years, if that makes sense. So I'm getting
actually Eri catched a little bit up. Also got here better RNG. Yeah, a very good overworld, I guess.
Both are very similar cannonball RNGs. They're both stopping for the redash. Jim at 7, he's probably going to pick the pot up, I think. Yep, there you go. So it's a good idea to pick that pot up, in my opinion, if you've got 8 rupees or less. And by picking that pot up, you guarantee yourself not having to get 4 rupees on the tree, which is very, very slow, in my opinion, unless you're going for the very optimal pickle dash strat, and I don't actually know how to do it, but most people will prioritize getting 3 rupees later on versus grabbing that pot. Eri's very rich. He's got 32 rupees, so if he gets he's actually in a position to skip. It's to skip 2 blues, so I think he can do 2 blues and 3 reds at this point. So sorry, 3 blues and 3 blues and 3 reds. My mistake.
Oh, nice RNG for both. Okay, now it comes an interesting part. Maybe the most hyper boss fight in the light world. It's always interesting. Look at that.
Igor having a little slap at Eri there.
Ooh.
Looks like.
Ooh.
Yeah, looks like Eri picked up a faster cycle. Did he get a 2 cycle there?
I am not sure, but I guess so.
Either that or he got a very early 3 and Doomtap got a late 3. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. So Eri picking up the 2 cycle there.
I wouldn't say that was a late 3 for Doomtap, more like a mid 3.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Was it or early 3 even? Okay.
I was kind of trying to watch
early 3.
both screens and I lost track of both.
Yeah, it was hard. I was like, okay, watch both. And then I was like, no, don't watch both. You can't keep up.
Thankfully, the chat's paying attention because we're struggling here. We're all commentating here from Bitey and Ray. Can't keep up on a fight with 2 people. So seeing the fake flipper there. So fake flipper is a trick that we use, a glitch where we can get swimming before actually getting the flippers, it basically means you have to be 1 pixel away from the screen transition, and as you jump in the water, you hold right and instantly transition the screen, which for some reason the game says you got flippers and allows you to swim. It allows us to save about 8 seconds or so on the other route without using the fake flipper technique.
But
Both
it's
executing it good.
it's a little bit of it's or how what I wanted to
A
say
risk.
is risky. Thank you. It's risky. You have to watch out for not getting damage at the time you did the transition. Yeah, because if you get a damage, you would soft lock yourself.
Going into the first spin speed. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. Eri actually jumped off by accident there. He got hit at the boulder, and I'm not quite sure if he had an input down there to actually avoid the rock. And I think he might have had it kind of pre-pressed, and then as he got hit, I think he jumped. Did he jump down there? Is that what happened there? I just saw on the side of the screen he ended up at the bottom of the stairs. Doomtap bouncing off Katy Perry there. Eri, I think, missed a quick warp.
How do you call that squirrel?
Katy Perry. I don't actually know the lore behind that, but we call it Katy Perry for some reason. So
I heard that the first time. That's cool.
he got hit and wanted to get back on the stairs, but it was on the right. I see. Okay, so what he's saying there is he got hit. He wanted to. So when you get hit in the spin speed state, it actually gets you out of the spin speed state. So you actually have to rearm it. To rearm it, you have to get back onto the stairs and push up off of the stairs. But because he was on the right of the stairs, instead of moving onto the stairs, he jumped down. But he was able to preserve his state. And just, I think, does it preserve? And he didn't have to rearm it and just walked up off the stairs. I can't say I've ever really been in that situation before. I think it stays, right? It's hard sometimes when you think about this. In a game, you just do it naturally, but when you're actually sitting thinking about it, it's hard. But there's Eri down to 4 hearts now. Not that that's a huge deal. Just a couple of mistakes. Where did Doomtap must have picked a heart up somewhere because he got a hit on Katy Perry. So
no, he didn't get a hit because he had.
Oh, he didn't. Okay.
Yeah, high frames, and he just bonked.
Wow, that was a very good backup from Eri there. That was very interesting.
But that closing the whole thing up again.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see early bomb jump from both players, I think. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, Eri's got to be careful here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's so good.
That's amazing. I'm not sure if it's in sync for you guys, but for us, that is like perfectly in sync. It was like mirror for mirror. That was awesome. So that was the early bomb jump. It is a very high risk move. Obviously not for top players whose execution is a lot better, but Eri has to be careful here.
Yeah.
He's at 1 heart.
I mean, also he can get frame ruled by the mold arm, but yeah.
You can see he's playing the fight a little bit safe here. I'm pretty sure.
Nice
Again,
one.
very good fight there.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell he's playing. I think he's playing that fight a little bit safer than he probably would have in, say, a PB attempt maybe, or if he had another extra heart, because anything can happen there. Like he said, get me out of here. I get it. It's 1 heart's bad enough in a PB attempt, but in a race, it's even worse.
Yeah.
It's very unpeat. Yeah. So the north and south dash there is
Ooh. Yeah, that's a hit you don't wanna take because you want full hearts for Aga Tower, because now we're going to grab the Master Sword. And yeah, the Master Sword allows us to get beams, but only with full of hearts. And you need this to yeah. I mean, you can play around it, but it's just faster.
Yeah, there's lots of strats. It uses more arrows, usually, depending on what you do. The strat I use uses 3 arrows instead of 2. But yeah, beams
For
is
the
all
first
preferred in
room?
here. For the first room, I actually do a 3-arrow strat. That's very fast.
I guess Harry would do the strat where he only uses 2 arrows, even if he has no arrow. I guess no beams.
So pretty good, very good Master Sword times for most players. But I think these guys are used to getting a lot better Master Sword times. There's been quite a few minor mistakes along the way. Some little minor, there's a couple of bonks, missed ledge, quick hop. Just sort of things like that. It's a few minor sort of issues sort of creeping in. Nothing major, but. It is frustrating when you're playing. And
Oh no!
Making a mistake on the left-hand side, like it's very rare. It's very rare to see, actually. Like
Doomtap got a hit. Now he has to back up, please. Yeah. Well, that is like, oh, and Eri. Oh my gosh! Oh my! What is happening?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to say. Doing that head by the bird and then you missed it. So needing the crab. This is yeah.
But
go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. I guess it's a little bit faster to do. Yeah, no, it's buff. It's really worse. It's, oh no. Yeah. So they like it tight, I guess.
What's the hard there farming?
Yeah.
I've seen guys doing this. I've never actually seen this until literally the other day when someone did it, and now I've just seen Eri do it. So,
but I don't think that it is really worth the time. I mean, if you don't get a heart, you just wasted your time. But yeah.
Doing the backup there.
Yeah.
On both rooms, Eri's got beams back here. You're up pointing out about the backup. So you can actually force the green guard to the right by nudging the bush before the screen where the breeze screen, and you actually dash through the green guard, and actually prevents you from having to kill the blue guard. That's something that we learned in 3 Heart Low, actually, because we need rupees.
Oh,
so it's a little bit faster than Eri taking a hit there as well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So Doom and Eri both down, lost their beams now. So they're going to maybe do the arrow backup for the spear guards room.
I mean, they are both on good amount of arrow. Well, it could be better, but I guess they want to do the arrow. Yeah. Nicely done from.
Oh, Eri taking a hit there. Well,
oh, no.
Whoa, what is it? Was he trying to boom a heart there?
Yeah, that is just throwing a boom, hoping that he's dropping a heart, so you get beams back. Also, it saves 10 frames after Aga, but yeah, you need 15 frames for the boom, so yeah, it's like when it drops, it would be a 5 frame.
I had to take a break here. There's so much going on. It's hard to commentate. I mean, usually it's it's very slim pickings for these guys. Usually they're crushing it every split, but lots to talk about. Here they're both very obviously they're both making mistakes, and they've pretty much ended up in the room at the same time. And we're on to the RNG now. So.
Yeah, now it gets a really rough part. I mean, for for races like this. Let's just hope they both get the same amount of blue balls. I guess.
1 for Doom, 2 for Doom,
Oh,
1 for Eri.
Eri.
You watch Eri, I'll watch Doom.
Okay.
3 for Doom. Oh god, Doom's on 3 for 3, I think.
Mm.
Uh, 4 for 4. Another thing is both 5 for 5. Oh my god, Doom's getting
Oh,
crushed here. He's
only
going for the
one
15.
for Eri.
Oh my god, he's
Oh
6 for 6.
no!
Oh my
Oh,
god, this
no.
is brutal. He's gonna go for that 15, boys and girls. It's got a heart. Oh, we got an
Okay.
energy ball. There we go. We want to avoid the 8 or 9 here. Energy
Oh,
ball.
no!
Oh, mod 7.
That's another cycle. Yeah,
it's
now.
another cycle.
Oh no. Yeah, that's big time loss.
So 29-17 for Eri, which with all this madness that happened is still very, very respectable light world time. Doom unfortunately got a blue ball party, and he is going to be quite significantly behind now.
Yeah.
A lot of catching up to do, so but anything can happen, as we have seen so far. So all you got to do is get your head down and play the game and see what happens.
Yeah, never give up. Can happen everything. So,
Oh, getting blocked here, so it's actually scarier than it looks. Showing you basically exactly how to do. You want to boom the popo. Sometimes you have to pause just for a slight second, and then you just move in between the spears. It does look a bit scary, but once you get used to it and practice it, it's actually not that scary at all.
I have to say, that's not a popo. That's a ropa.
Ropa, yeah. Whatever those little squiggly things are. You should have some of the names I used to have for things before I learned them. Alright, starting on pod. We're going to be going on a bomb hunt here and picking up lots of bombs. Getting nice jelly RNG there. Doomtap's going to be doing Kiki Dash.
Ooh,
very nice.
Nice Kiki Dash. Yeah.
Left side now for Eri is going to be doing a bomb throw and drop optimally. Very nice.
Yeah, that's really good. Bang. Nice.
Yeah, very, very clean pods. Doom's coming up to the jelly. Jelly getting hit there. So losing a little bit of time there. It doesn't look like much, but at this level, those jelly blocks start to add up. I think each jelly block is about 20 to 30 frames.
Yeah,
you pick up
something like
3 or
that.
4 of those in a run, it's pretty bad. We're getting up to hammering up here on Eri's side. This will be the first big major trick of the game. Shouldn't be a problem for these guys. Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
They make it look so easy, but that is anything but easy. That is hours and hours of practice to get that good at it. But yeah, I always watch this and you're like, oh, you know, as someone who doesn't run the game, you're like, oh, it doesn't look too bad. And then you go try it and you're like, this is impossible. Especially when you're not using menu buffers like these guys are. When you start dropping those, it gets extremely difficult. Another jelly block there from Doomtap. All the quick ops in the games here. So Doomtap's turn to do the hammer ump. He does the 1 bomb, giving you a little bit more time on the bridge. Probably will be opting to get the Thief's Town bomb later on. Nice mimics from Eri. He's going to take a break. Maybe get a drink of water. And then Doomtap will be not too far behind. Rough
Yeah,
jelly
it was
on
it was a really good pot so far for Doom. But Eri didn't let burn anything. So he had just a really good pot. Only like 1 RNG or 2 RNGs that were, you have to react on it.
Eri getting some bad turtle and RNG there. Going around, smashing the hammer repeatedly there, trying to kill them all. He's going to be going into the Helma fight with the spin speed technique. Hardest spin speed, in my opinion. Oh, very, very favorable pattern here. Very clean fight so far. Wow.
Very
fantastic.
clean, very clean.
Extremely clean fight. That was amazing. That was a textbook Helma. You got favorable RNG as well. Didn't see too much wrong with Pod apart from they got very similar RNGs actually. So having a turtle party there as well. So Doom and Eri both having a turtle party. That's why we call it the turtle party. Both these guys will be watching the live streams or probably listening into the commentary at least. So they will definitely know where each other is at. Some people like not to watch at all or might just have a peek, but I'm pretty sure both these guys are just watching and listening. Oh, okay, just a little hit there from Doom, not too bad. So they'll definitely know what's happening in the race here. Wow, Ninja over here.
Really good played for the RNG he got. He got hit once, which wasn't. Yeah, he probably could have played around that, but yeah, he did that really good overall.
See how Tony Hawk is today. Oh, Tony Hawk with the biggest hop in history.
Yeah.
That was a high-flying roper, that was. It's actually, it can actually be very dangerous, that overworld. It's very rare, but you can actually get hit by all 3 of those.
Yeah.
It has happened to me once, and I believe it actually happened to Eri against me. He was down to 1 heart leaving the overworld one time, so...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Usually you want to hit the apple tree at that point. So, it can be very, very rough and not even your fault. So, it's not the way you want to start off the dungeon. Oh, there we go. Tony Hawk gets another one. There's one. So, then you're going to watch for the second one here. Coming up. Ooh, okay, we're good. In races, I actually elect to redash. If I get hit by the first one, that second long dash there, I actually just cancel with a left and I redash. And it actually guarantees that you don't get hit. And just in races, I just like to take that extra time because losing 4 hearts in a race on Thief's Town World is not where you want to be at.
Yeah, understandable.
But I mean, 2 hearts is nothing for these guys. It shouldn't be a big issue. There's the odd thing that can happen. There's lots of little RNGs that can happen. Like Hellway obviously is a major RNG room that you can get smacked around in. But the little green, I can't remember what they're called, little green skittle things in the basement, they can frame roll you as well, or just get in a really bad position with those, and they can hit you at the doorway. And yeah, those do 2 hearts of damages too, so it's not uncommon to be getting smacked around in Thieves Town and end up with 1 or 2 hearts going into the boss fight. And getting the flute there on Eri and heading to the back of the forest. Nice hammer dash there. We got a Stacy on the right there for Eri.
It is.
Seeing that walk now. So yeah, most of this is execution basically until you get to the conveyor rooms, and then that's when the RNG starts, really. Oh, a nice diagonal cancel there. Oh, cutting it a little bit too early though, and had to avoid the bush there. Favorable RNG on every side. Getting the optimal instant fireball down RNG as well. Nice. Seeing a little bit of minor differences with the way some of the cancels here. There's, it's kind of always the cool thing to see at these levels. Like some people prefer, you know, diagonal cancels, and then some people prefer cardinal cancels, and some people, you know, cardinal movement versus diagonal. Oh, he got back on it. Wow. Instantly getting back onto the pixel there. That's not easy. He was one shot too far, and he just instantly got back onto the pixel there for a redash and got all the way through as well. That was actually very, very good. Taking no chances with that skittle there. What are those things called? I guess it doesn't affect the room time, so there's no reason not to, I guess, if you have beams.
I mean, it depends on when you're laying bomb down.
Oh, I was going to say that looked like a bonk, and it was. Doomtap's turn for Hellweight.
Oh, no chance for Pixel.
Very, very nice.
But he played it good.
Jail cell. Oh, very nice.
that was very cool to see.
Yeah, that was awesome. Again, might not look like much, but that was really what he did. Was he beamed the Zazak and then held his sword out to keep his sword out, and then poked him. So that basically saved him 15 frames on having to do another slash. Maybe a little bit less than that because the walking movement is a little bit slower, but really, really cool. Just a really cool, what would you call that? Being very efficient, I guess, and being very aware. That's really, really cool to see.
Oh, he got the arrow drop on this skeleton, which was moving up, but so he can't get the arrow. Doom picking up those arrows.
Textbook fight there from Eri, no problems. Got the beams. Beams makes the fight a little bit faster. Can kill him a little bit earlier. Doom's turn to go through. Yeah, Thief's Town is one of these dungeons that actually becomes very consistent when you first start doing it, and when you're learning, and you know, it is a hard dungeon, but you get good at it, and it actually becomes fairly consistent after a lot of practice.
The thing is, there is not that much of RNG in this split. It's the Hellway, and then maybe some small other or little other RNGs, but the biggest gap of getting like no got pixel dash or getting or having to play around it, so it's like 2 seconds, and yeah, the other things, you lose like frames, so yeah, when you're good at it, I guess it should be consistent for sure.
Heading off to talk to the dwarves, who are going to give you a very, very cheap sword upgrade. I think we're kind of scamming them, to be honest. I feel bad for them. 10 rupees. We pay 500 for the flippers, but we pay 10 for a sword upgrade. I mean, we did save his life, so I mean, there is that too. So most of this is just basic movement at the moment. Basically dashing around, doing a bunch of, I guess, mandatory shopping in the game. Not even shopping, but just mandatory things in the run. And then after the dwarf screen, that's when we're going to start getting into the back half of Skull, and that's when the execution really begins. It's the bomb jump and the mummy room, and lots of mummy rooms actually. And then Moth can be a right pain in the ass sometimes as well.
Yeah. That is a good description.
Mandatory fence dash for area there.
Oh, Skullbush.
Skullbush. That's a very uncommon place to see it. So now we're getting into the more of the meat of the split here, getting into the execution rooms here. Usually these rooms go well, but every now and then, if you're not paying attention or you slip up a little bit, these rooms can fall apart in a hurry. You know, well, you might have 20 runs where it goes right, and all of a sudden you have one and it's a disaster, you know, and then the whole dungeon falls apart.
You get hit from every mummy twice. I mean, it feels like this. Yeah, we're now going to see the second or the last EBJ of this run, I guess, on Eri's side. Very nicely done.
So very, I have never learned this early bomb jump. I literally just do not know it. It's always good to see. Zero clue how it works.
Me neither, but yeah.
See how Doomtap does with the mummies. 1 slash. Oh, electing to go to the back. Oh, yeah. That's what we're talking about. This is...
It costs so much time because, then you have to get rid of this, how you say it?
The hand.
The wall master or floor master, whatever master.
I call it the thing because of the Adams family.
Yes.
But yeah, just basically what we're talking about, you know, like it's all of a sudden that room can cause you all sorts of problems in a hurry. Wow, super fight from area there. Literally textbook, 0 time loss.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a little bit better when when Mothula dies a little bit lower because you lose like 30 to 40 frames because he died up in the spikes, so you can't immediately pick the heart. You have to wait the full animation of going the heart into the sky and then drop back down. But yeah, the fight was really good.
Shout outs to having 69 viewers right now. Optimal. Love it. So Doomtap's turn here. No issues with so I didn't really get a chance to talk about those rooms, but that mummy hellway there can be a very tricky room. Again, it's ooh, taking a smack from the spike there. Not usually something you'll see, but all right. I just might give him one less heart in the fight. Pretty good fight though. Deciding to smack the moth off the spike to get him off, and then 2 double hits after that. Not getting the quick warp there for Eri. Using the menu to see if he got it or not, but didn't manage to adjust in time. Doing the original way of this, I think Doomtap does the same thing as I do on this screen. There's a couple of different ways to do that screen.
The Louis dash or
Oh, getting the lottery. That's not good. That's going to lose substantial time now. He's going to be farming hearts here now. He's probably going to be farming the bush off the bat here. There's one. He's probably going to grab this low and try for the pot maybe, or I don't know if he goes for that second one or not. I always go for the rock afterwards, but once people get one heart, they like to skip it and just have a. I don't know. I hate going into ice too without.
yeah,
beams,
me
so-
too.
Yeah, there we go.
Ooh,
Picking
you
up
get-
the heart there.
Yeah,
30
you get
hearts.
every
Oh,
hearts.
look at this. I mean, is that what we call karma? The RNG screws you up. Doesn't always go like that, just so you guys know. Getting 3 for 3 is
Doomtap
not
goes for the
common.
Louis dash here on this screen.
Oh. Going for a little bit of a swim there.
No frame rule for Doom. No lottery. Well, he won the lottery. You can say that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm a huge fan of the Louis Dash. I feel that now that I've learned it, though, that I always get blocked. So we're going to see this tech here. I absolutely love this. If you don't know it, learn it. Looks like he doesn't go for it, though.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Oh,
Getting
no.
a smack there. You're laughing on the side there. And that's all you can do sometimes.
It's so. I mean, it is just painful because you got lotteried. You farmed the hearts, and then you get this RNG, and then you suddenly got hit, and everything was for nothing. Oh no! I got hit another time.
Getting smacked around
I mean,
here.
That's so unfortunate because if you are missing one heart, it's not that bad because you get one heart in the skull thinger rooms for the conveyor room, because in the conveyor room you wanna have at least full of hearts for the beam strats, but now you have no chance to get full of hearts back. Sad.
Doom showing us how the Louis Dash works. So that's how... Oh, turning around to the left there so we didn't miss it. It's going to get a little bit of a slow exit here. Oh, not too bad. But yeah, that's how the Louis Dash works.
Ooh.
That's the Louis Dash that I know anyways. Ice Palace bombed there for Eri. Oh, that had really cool tech there. So because he missed the switch and went back onto it, and because he didn't have to wait for the fire bar, you actually should walk. A lot of people don't realize that. If the fire bar's not there, you don't bonk. You actually walk it out faster. And missing the penguins as well. Louis Dick. Oh, Louis Dash is the one on... nice spin strat there from Eri. Doomtap's turn to do the... This is the worst room in the game, I'm telling you. This room here, I absolutely hate this room with a passion.
Ooh, this is nice.
Jelly boost there. That actually saves around 20 frames, that.
Yeah.
But I hate that room with a passion. If that room wasn't in the game, I would not bother me.
Oh, that
Missing
that
key,
key
yeah.
is a little bit high. That's you have to cancel the dash. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I guess Louis Dash is the lotto screen, and Louis Dick, I guess, is the one where you do the menu. Either way, it's good tech. Both is good tech.
Okay, that was one poke strat from Eri. Nicely done.
Very interesting. Did you walk up there out the door? That's interesting.
Yeah. I did.
Actually, going for
Ooh,
the
old strat from Doom,
old
but very
hammer
nicely done.
smashing. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the spin stuff.
I actually never learned the things with the hammer, so yeah. Can't say anything about that.
I threw it in runs for a while, and then all of a sudden I started feeling it like every now and then it was enough for me to stop doing it. No issues there with the cold stare fight for Eri. Doomtap's turn. 8 fire rods. Slash, a spin, a poke, a spin, a pause, and a slash. Just like that, easy. Not sure what Eri was upset about there, but he didn't like something on that screen.
I guess we're going to see a little bit of differences now because Doom will going to pick Ether in this split, if I recognize that right.
Yeah, Eri just does swamp, and can't tell, but it looks like he's got a 7 something into the, yeah, he's got to be picking up something here. Probably picking up Ether, I'm imagining. I'm not familiar. I can't remember they're shopping, but I know Eri does all the hook, hook stuff, so I know that he'll definitely get the hook shot before going up Death Mountain. I'm not sure about Doomtap.
He's going for Ether now because 734. That's now Ether grabbing now.
Yeah, okay. So we're going to see a spin speed on Doom's side.
Yeah.
And then Eri will be doing the hook dash stuff, I'm pretty certain.
It's slightly faster getting Ether after Swamp because of the hook speed strat. But I just don't like it because the mountain is just it's just too hard, and you have to go after this to Mire when you do Swamp first. And I guess I will always going into Mire with very low heart if I do it like this.
Yeah,
I don't
agree.
like that.
I looked at it just very recently. With the idea I was going to change it with was just to be spending less time on the stairs, because it's faster with the hook shot, which takes less damage. But then if you do take damage, then going into Mire without a heart is brutal in my opinion. So I just don't think it's worth it. Not opting to pick the bomb up there. I'd have probably grabbed that bomb, but always nice to have extra bomb, but he doesn't want it. Doing the mirror delete for Doom there on the left. Basically, that's one of the hardest tricks in the game. Just spam the Y button.
It's very hard. I missed it already a lot of times, so yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, when you mess a trick like that up, you scratch your head, eh? You just can't understand how you mess it up. It happens. Oh, Eri getting jelly. I don't think that's a frame roll. I don't know, but basically, it's a small chance that when you dash out that door that he electrocutes you.
He just can, go into your way, and you can play around it and say if he moves down, you just stop your dash. and going left. I've seen that Doom doing that. Or you just can say YOLO and yeah, probably he hits me, but probably he don't. So yes,
You can actually beam him as well if you have beams. So just
yeah,
slash and then dash. I've seen
for
that
sure.
before as well. Again, Swamp is one of these dungeons. It's not very scary, but you can lose a lot of time. You
Yeah.
know, you can get hit by 4 or 5 things, and it's really not a dangerous dungeon. I would say, like, it's very rare, and it happens. Don't get me wrong. I'm the first to admit I've died on Argus many times, but it's not technically a scary dungeon. You know. You just don't want to lose a bunch of time in it. And I find Swamp extremely difficult. Like it's probably my hardest, most inconsistent split.
Yeah,
It's
I
just,
agree. I agree with that. It's just hard.
I think my race against the Fox, I think I lost 20 seconds on my gold. Like that's a lot of time. And I felt like I didn't do all too much wrong. You know what I mean?
But you're getting Ether and Ice Rod in Swamp.
Yeah, which
Yes.
makes it extra hard.
Yeah,
Oh, jelly.
that's why.
Smash an area again there. But yeah, having both shopping makes that hard, that split even more inconsistent.
Yeah, that's another thing. When you do it like it should be like more consistent, I guess. Besides, like, yeah, zero cycle you never can count. And that's a zero cycle.
I can't tell you like how much it amazes me, like how consistent these guys are doing the zero cycle. Like it's probably my worst boss fight. I'm probably one of the worst for my skill level at it, and it's not from lack of practice. It isn't. It's just a really, really difficult fight. So these guys make it look easy, and I cannot tell you how hard it is to be that consistent at that boss fight. I mean, I don't know. It baffles me. These guys are gods sometimes. All the time. What am I talking about? Sometimes. All the time. These guys are gods all the time.
I mean, I've seen both failing it, so
Yeah.
it's hard. It is really. I think it's for the strat itself probably the hardest strats of all boss fights. But it's not actually the hardest boss fight in my opinion. The hardest boss fight still Aga 2. It's impossible.
I hard agree with you there. Agree with you there. Nice hook speed from Eri there. Doom electing not to pick up any.
Yeah.
Whoa, slashing that. He did not like those dead rocks. Those dead rocks deserve it, actually. You know what? If you can lose time in this game and dead rocks pay for it, I will happily support that any time of the week. Same with pickles. They deserve to get shot as well, in my opinion.
But Doom is going into the boss fight with full hearts. Not seeing that often.
That's illegal. It should not be allowed.
And he also gets the zero cycle, so yeah, he tries to not give anything up here.
Yeah,
but yeah, since he had the 7 blue balls, he lost some time here and there, and it's just hard. You can't really getting back time. Like they are.
Oh my god, that was scary. I can see Harry. Big sigh of relief there. That was rough RNG right there. I mean, he did have an extra bomb, so he was fine. One of the downsides of doing swamp shopping is you only have one bomb for the ice palace. So if you screw it up, you're in big trouble. Whereas if you do it now, then often you'll have 2 bombs. So if you mess it up, And that's if you mess it up, you have another bomb to use, and it's not quite as bad of a time loss. So that's one of the benefits, in my opinion, of the later shopping. Yeah, Doom saying that Swamp was frames off of gold, so very, very, very strong Swamp Palace there from Doomtap.
Yeah, I see it now. It's that was really good Swamp. It's a 735 Swamp, like flat 35. Yeah, that's strong.
Eri missing the 1 cycle there on Meyer 2. So they both have their... Wait, no. Trying to work out what they have. Are they tied now, or Doom still got his Ice Rod to get?
Yeah, Doom gets his Ice Rod in.
Okay. That makes sense then. So Doom doing Meyer 2, no problems there. So there'll be another 37-second gap. So it looks like they're pretty close right now, but there's another 37-second gap because Eri now has his Ice Rod. So factoring that in, we're looking at about maybe a 50-second or so. We'll do some timies when we get to the Ice Rod there and see where we're at. So 104.26 with Ice Rod.
That's really strong. 105,
Yeah, I know.
104.26 with Ice Rod is really, really strong. I mean,
so we got a 14-second difference, and 37 is 51. So we got a 51-second time difference here at the torch key, which we will see when we get to the TR entrance. Most of that is obviously just because of the blue balls, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just so hard. It this time balance. So like what I mean by that is like both these guys are very close in time and close in skill level. Yeah, to gain back that amount of time on blue balls, like it's extremely difficult.
I mean, getting the time back, it's just. I mean, Eri has to do mistakes to get that time back. So, yeah, and on this level, I mean, Eri is probably a little bit better than Doom, a little bit more consistent. Yeah, it's just hard. I mean, six blue balls means like 50 seconds, something like that. 7 blue balls versus 6. 1, I don't know what it is. It's like 2 times 24, 24.
Interesting. Okay, I was a little bit worried there. I didn't see the lag from the Samaria block there, but yeah, he got it fine.
48 by 48 by blue ball. Something like that. Almost 50. I mean, yeah.
Very fight for Eri here. No problems. Textbook. Suboptimal menu to the mirror there, unfortunately, from Eri.
Nice.
See how Doomtap does. Oh, he's gonna have to catch that eye.
Ooh. No.
I thought he was gonna go inside there. Usually in that situation, I like to actually move into the goo and move up with the eyes and then shoot left. I think it's a little bit faster. But maybe in a race, didn't want to. Another menu to the mirror there. I can't watch. It's hard.
Oh, it's hilarious.
So very, very good
Oh,
Myers for both. It says +7 on gold. +7 on gold? Just shows you how good these guys' golds are. They're actually insane. When you start looking at the gold sheet, it's a very humbling experience. He got blocked. Oh, I knew it! I knew it!
no!
I knew it as soon as he hit it. I know because I got that same damn thing happen to me a couple of runs ago. So that's
Yeah,
going to be
this,
that's first mistake there for a while actually. And sometimes you can't help it. It's just how it goes. Like it just doesn't matter how good you are. Sometimes it happens. Doomtap going on his adventures for the ice rod. He's only got one bomb here. This is what I'm saying. Like sometimes this screen, if you mess it up, like if you get a rough RNG, it's a huge time loss. Like pretty much like in a run, if you did this, it would be run over because you'd have to go back and farm the 50-50. And then you have to hope you get it as well. If you miss the 50-50, then you're going on a long dash off the screen. Ooh, another dead rock there. Eri's not happy. Looks like he's about to inflict some pain on those things. Very
There's
good
the-
from Doomtap there. Like flawless his first part. He's gonna gain some time here. Quite significant time, probably in the regions of around maybe 8 or 9 seconds here, give or take.
7, 3. So, Ari sometimes like to play music. Maybe he shows us his music skills in this room. No, he don't. Yes, he do.
Oh, that was a beautiful quick warp adjustment there. Wow.
Ooh.
That was insane from Doomtap there. So yeah, I'm always curious, and I mean they're both obviously paying attention to the rate to the restream. So, I mean, in my opinion, when you're this far ahead, I don't think it's as smart to hover, but maybe these guys think differently. I'm more of a play the race kind of guy, you know, like I don't do anything stupid when I'm far ahead if I can help it, or anything that's hugely risky. But I don't know. Everyone's different. Some people just like to do the same thing no matter what. But I change things in my race. So
you can just say you don't like fun. No, no, I really feel you. It just makes sense to not mess with your luck or yeah. Also, there's I guess for runs especially an extra portion of nervosity. Yeah, so tricks are always a little bit harder.
Ooh, getting the bunny beam there, that's unfortunate. That's costly. Another 2-3 seconds there. Good chomps room from Doom there. I don't think Doom's made much of a mistake so far. He's creeped in a dead rock and a bunny beam so far, so we'll catch up sometime here, closing the gap. Still a sizable, probably 40 plus seconds, but definitely be cutting it down for sure. See how Pokey's goes for He's gonna get the fast. He's gonna be able to bonk this here. Oh, deciding. Oh, I guess not. Maybe a little bit slow. Maybe I thought it may have been fast enough to, but.
Doom doesn't get his ferry.
Yeah, beams is always nice to have here in TR. It really speeds the dungeon up a lot. There's so many hybrid strats that you can do with beams all the way through that it adds up to quite a lot of time by the end of it. Gonna be grabbing the magic dome bolts. Let's see what Doomtap gets here.
A little bit slower.
He's gonna
already.
yeah, I figured he
Oh.
got magic there.
He got the eight bombs.
I always love how people get all like, whoa, 8 bombs. Almost like
Yeah, I mean,
one move
it
in the
messes
menu.
with your it just messes with your brain, I guess. So for me, it is. I always forget it when I pick them up, and then I miss menu in GT. That's why I don't like them.
It's funny when I practice that room, I actually practice half of it with 2 bombs and half with 1 for that specific reason. So I'm used to actually both menus. Getting the double poke there from Eri. That's not easy to do. I don't understand that strat. But that's how
it's not that hard actually. It's so you have a setup for it. It's really not hard.
We get a little time stamp there for the viewers. See if he does the double poke. Nope, doing the original 5/ technique. That's looking like still a very sizable gap here. It's looking like about 50 seconds to a minute. It's looking like almost exactly a minute.
Now the most hyper split. It's 57.
Yeah, it's about 57. Yeah, 57 seconds. All right, everyone's favorite split of the game. GT.
Everyone's favorite split for the game. I'm not sure. I mean, I love it, to be fair. But I also love Aga Tower. I think both are the most interesting splits of the game, in my opinion. And not because of the Aga. It's just because I like those rooms. It's yeah, execution heavy.
So yeah, it's very, very execution heavy. It's kind of like the entire game in one. There's a bunch of everything. There's Zazaks, there's Igors, there's pretty much all the enemies in the game, all the boss fights from the light world. It is kind of a cool. It's hard. It's hard because it's you always lose lots of time in it, or it's the hardest time to get good at it. But when you get a very good GT time, it feels so satisfying, in my opinion. Like it just feels so great when you absolutely crush GT.
I agree with that.
Grabbing arrows for Eri. He's gonna have 30. He's gonna be skipping the chest, I imagine.
Nice Mike's chest.
Ooh, Doom ending up on the wrong side of the switch there.
But
Or
you managed it well.
Yeah, he firing the extra arrows. Laughing about it. Not going to change much though. 11 is plenty.
Probably gets a drop next room, so
Doomtap. Ooh, starting very low there, but Nice adjustment. Dropping bombs here. He's dropping 2, 3, 4. Another 2 here. Couldn't drop
Just
enough.
get rid of these bombs.
I was interested in his timing that he does. He slashes for some reason.
Yeah.
It's to do with timing, but I don't. Obviously, I don't know, but I just find it very curious that
The thing is, I don't know how you do Mike's arrow, Mike's chest. But if you pick up the pot, you have to wait a little bit of a time. So maybe that's for that. You probably don't have to wait if you slash there, but I'm not sure. It's just guessing.
Getting very favorable gauntlets there so far. Really, very nice gauntlets on Eri's side. Nice mimics from Doomtap there. Yeah, very good gauntlet so far. For Eri, Doomtap, good mimics. See how the Lamo goes.
Doom has to go for the dash slash strat because of missing arrows apparently. Nice.
Eri getting a 1 cycle there on Lamo. Ooh. He's gonna have no arrows now. He's gonna have to do all slashing.
Ooh, that was nice. Beautiful. Good RNG. Well done. Oh no.
But unfortunate there.
Yeah, but not bad. Was a really good gauntlet. Just had a little bit of problems with G3.
There he is.
Also 1 cycle Lanmos.
Flying here.
Let's see if he is really flying. Yeah, he tempts. And
really surprise
there he
me.
goes.
Super confident and very good at it. So this is actually very good GT time. Very good.
That's sub 7 pace for sure. With free cycle. Ooh.
Interesting way to deal with that. Let's see, I've seen that before.
Guess what was hard to play. Okay, we get at least 3 cycles. So that was like a 656, I guess, something like that.
That's insane, man. So damn good.
I'm not sure though.
Doomtap electing for the OG
No,
method.
it's even better. I mislooked that, I guess. So it's 653, 54. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an
654.
extremely good GT.
Yeah. Yeah, but Doomtap here with like 704 pace ish, something like that, with a free cycle.
See how Doomtap gets on with Aghanim too.
Ooh, that's triple, I guess.
Looked like it. He might get the 2 cycle.
Nope.
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 It's not a very good fight though.
That's a free. Yeah,
It looks like it took
was
2 hits at the end. It looked like the first one was only 2 hits actually. Doomtap not being very kind there to Aghanim, but we'll let it go.
We got Eri didn't miss his torch glitch. So yeah, 7:04 for Doomtap.
Ooh, missing a spin there from Eri. He's laughing about it. Yeah, it's just a little bit out of position on the top right hit there. Beautiful run from Eri. It's going to look like a 123 4x. Like a 123. Let's see what the little gold coin says. What, 48 roughly? 147. Yeah,
47.
very, very, very good time. I mean, Doomtap's still a very, very good time as well. I have to remember they had 7 blue balls to
Yeah.
a 124. With 7 is and nothing to be upset about, that's for sure. Going for the cape
nice.
spin.
Cape spin, yeah. For sure.
Ooh.
Well, very clean. Again, from
I'm not
Doomtap.
sure why he's fire running there, but okay.
Well,
Doomtap
that
finishing up
is
there.
still a 124 with 7 blue balls. That's really strong. So, yeah, get the GGs in the chat for both runners, I guess. Yeah, it's a really strong time. Also for Doom. Yeah, was a little bit sad that we had like such a big difference with blue balls, but still enjoying to watch them racing.
Yeah, about 1 minute and 10 seconds separating them, and about 48 with the blue balls. So Eri's still making up a lot more time than Doom through the rest of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we'll be getting both of them will probably come in for the commentary. Just checking up on the race room there. Pretty sure both of them will come in here. But yeah, very, very always glad to be commentating any kind of runs. It's always great to see a 123 in a race. It's very yeah, it's blows my mind how these guys are pumping out 123s in tournament races. It's very, very impressive. Obviously, a good, favorable blue ball RNG, but even still, still a good run. I mean, there was a few mistakes for both players in the light world. Both of them, their light worlds were very shaky. There was lots of very uncommon things happening in the light world, but settled down in the dark world and really wasn't too much mistake. I think Gary got dead rocked in TR. That was kind of the big major thing there. But other than that, I think bar a few minor mistakes, it was a solid run from both. Plus 127 on Doom's side and plus 46 on Ares' side. So comparing to PB, but obviously most of that happening on blue balls. Looks like we're joined by someone. Looks like we have Ari in the chat. Well, GG's Ari.
Yo,
GG,
thanks.
Gary.
That was I'm not gonna lie. That was it seemed to me like that was a bit of a roller coaster race for you. You're very a lot of expression on the webcam there. So tell us all about it.
I mean, I like doing that anyway. So sometimes you just gotta like have a little bit of showboating for the audience. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm really tired. My wife has been a bit sick the past few days, so I've mostly been taking care of her and not been getting that much sleep. So it was not the perfect conditions for runs, and they kind of showed early game, and then kind of managed to buckle up a bit after blue balls. I think at that point, like most of the pre-race nerves were gone, and then I could finally just play normally.
I hope your wife makes a speedy recovery.
Yeah, I should doing a lot better today already, so that helps. But yeah, just feverish and all that.
I'm glad you could make it. Yeah, light world was like you said, it was very uncommon from both of you. But I think they settled down in the dark world. Obviously, the blue balls was a big separation, and I think you got dead rock. But other than that, I think it was a pretty solid run from you, in my opinion.
Yeah, most of the splits were good. Like Ice Palace, obviously, was rough. Turtle Rock was rough, and then the rest was like solid to good. Like even most in Turtle Rock, aside from getting bunny beamed, was just really good. So it really was like you said, a roller coaster. But I feel like I played very well for the most part. Like the things that went well were just like close to gold for most of it.
Hmm.
And it's just the subsplits that something went wrong. It was like minor disasters that usually don't really happen, but it's hard to be consistent in any given run. I'm just happy that I managed to like keep it at 123, mostly thanks to blue balls.
Yeah, it looks like Doom's having an issue with his Discord, so I do not think he will be joining us, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it's always great to be commentating and watching a 123 special. I know for you, you can pump them out like no man's business, but it's always great to see it, especially in a race. So
Yeah, definitely it wasn't a given considering this live world. But yeah, like again, the dark world was just really solid. But I'm mostly happy that I managed to win more than the blue ball difference, because that's always a really rough feeling when you just win because of RNG.
Yeah.
yeah, I was doing the math there. It was about 30 seconds plus, I think, 20 to 30 seconds over the blue balls. So
Yeah, that GT especially just
Yeah,
helped.
that GT was really good. It was like 6
Yeah,
or
654.
54, 654. Yeah,
that's
that
ridiculous.
was really good.
And your
Yeah,
gold is a 48, is that right?
it's a 45.
Oh, you're a
So
45? My God, that's disgusting. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's no comments.
So,
yeah, let's see. I lost a little bit of time in the spike room or spike skip because I only moved 1 pixel before hooking, so I just had an empty hook. Um, my ice armor was a little floppy, and my hover was extremely slow. The rest was just like super good. And then free cycle, obviously, but that was a little bit hard to get a 2 cycle on. But I also didn't handle the RNGs properly because I don't know, I wanted to be a bit too fancy. The second pattern was really rough though, because that was just like one long diagonal.
Yeah, I was kind of interested in the way that you dealt with the one when he was down. You deboosted right at the bottom there to get the 2 hits. I thought that was quite interesting.
Yeah, that's something I should have just been above. I'm not exactly sure what I was thinking, but again, like slight race nerves and just wanting to close out a really good GT.
I think Swamp for Doom was almost a gold. He said it was frames from a gold, so I think that was his best split for sure.
this was
Almost golding it.
735 flat,
Yeah,
almost flat. I don't know. It
that's
was
super good.
really frames off.
Yeah, I can't see all the splits, but yeah, I mean, pretty much both going into Aghanim, we were like neck on neck. So it was the light world was very similar in time, and then you just sort of slowly gained. I think I didn't really see any major mistakes. I just think just minor mistakes here and there, and just maybe a little bit better execution. sort of gained you ahead. But then you got the dead rock as well, so
Yeah, that was just stupid. I didn't handle that well. Yeah, I think most annoyed about Eastern because I wasn't paced for like the 10:45 with Sank, and then I just messed up the readies, and then I just shot too early on Armos, and then everything went downhill. Hera was just, I don't know, a little bit rough and a little bit probably slow reactions.
to Doom's firing through his splits there, just showing us what he got.
But yeah, it's always a pleasure to race Doom because he's an amazing runner and he's super consistent. So it's really hard to say how any given race will go.
I'm not sure now. You both had to play each other in every league now,
Mhm.
and I'm not sure, but last time Doom won by seconds, I guess.
By 2 seconds.
By 2 seconds, yes. And
Yeah.
but I don't know which one of you won before that. So
I won the first finals, but that was
okay.
like
Now it's 2-1. Okay,
yeah.
I see.
I mean, let's be honest, is on a good day, there's very few people that are going to beat you, Eri, and Doomtap is probably #1 candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously there's Eddie if he would join races, but sadly he's not into that. But yeah. out of the active like people who join tournaments and stuff, like yeah, Doomtap is definitely the big boogeyman.
Boogeyman Pete. It's his new name.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for the restream and the commentary. It was really fun to listen alongside. So had a great time.
Yeah, you guys were both listening to the restream, I guess, and we listened to the commentary as well.
Yeah, I always enjoy doing that during races. It's just kind of nice to have some mild distraction on the side and just have something to listen to.
I used to do that, but then I found that I just got too into listening to the commentary, and it ended up just messing with me. So I usually have the other stream open and peek at it, but yeah, I can't do the racing and commentary, listening to commentary at the same time. It just puts me off too much. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. Thanks again for the race. Unfortunately, Doom couldn't join us because he had a bit of an issue with his Discord, I guess. And thanks, Ray, for joining me. I appreciate you. We're seeing it's the first commentary that he's done in English, so I think you did a fantastic job, and hopefully we'll get to do it again sometime.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you for having me. Thank you also, Eri and Doom, for the race. It's very fun to watch you. And yeah.
And we had my GGs as well. Wasn't this correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't this essentially the tournament finals or the league finals of season 2?
That was the finals of season 1 and then the round 2 of season 2.
Yeah. And we get it round 1 here. Go figure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. It's typical. Blame random seeding.
Yeah, if you aren't if you're here, I'm sure I don't know why this wouldn't be the case, but if you aren't following our runners, please give them both a follow. Doom and Eri, as well as both comms today, Bitey and Ray. Appreciate you all. Keep an eye on the schedule. We do have some more racing tonight. Not 100% sure which channel yet. Currently scheduled for this channel in about 90 minutes, but it might get moved. We have a 4-way NMG race. We have Yoho and who the hell is racing? Yoho and Relkin, as well as Sliver and Chemo will all be racing. Or I guess, yeah, they will be racing. It probably will be on. If I had to guess, it'll probably be on ZSR2, but again, currently scheduled here. Just keep an eye on things. Plenty more coming up tomorrow. if you want to keep on the schedule or keep an eye on the schedule. Got a couple of NMG races on tap. I don't know if we have comms for them yet, but we will try to get them on the air. Any final thoughts before we head on out for this one?
I always like to give the race of the last comments of the day.
Well, seeing none, hearing none. Congratulations, congratulations, Eri.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was a little zoned out.
Trust me, I get it. But again, GG to Eri. Everyone, best of luck in the next couple weeks. I want to thank you all for being here with us today. Stay safe out there. Everybody, we will see you back here soon. Have a good day. Muted. GG. Well done.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jesus, everybody.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good fun. Good way to start the day. For me, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time to go to bed soon.